The short answer is it comes in on the end of beat 1, like this. But if you want to stick with me for another couple of minutes, I'll break it down just a little bit deeper so that you'll be far less likely to mess it up. When this song came out, I was in my first high school covers band, and my drummer and myself loved Van Halen, and we played this to death. And every single time, it was pure chance as to whether we were going to come in on that beat 1 when the whole band comes in. Now, there are many, many songs that have intros that are a bit tricky to count. A bit unintuitive. You know, we hear the first note, we automatically presume that's beat 1, and it depends what info comes next that'll adjust what we're thinking, set us straight. In this case, it's made slightly trickier because Alex doesn't play any snare beat, no backbeat during this intro passage. So there's nothing to tell us where the 2 and 4 are. Normally, once we hear that 2, 3, 4, which is why I had it playing then, so that you could clearly hear where things fall in relation to that 1, 2, 3, 4. But on the original, of course, he's just on his toms and his kick drum, so we can't really tell which beat is the 1, the 2, the 3, or the 4, or in fact if we're on off beats, because the way I always heard this was 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, that sounds right, doesn't it? It falls beautifully over the beat that way. But that's not what it is. It starts after the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So anyway, what I would advise and what I tell all my students when we come across something that's tricky to count or to nail the phrasing is to clap it out, to take out of the mix for a moment where we're putting our fingers and which strings we're hitting and all that other confusion. Let's just imagine the tune in our heads and clap it out. So those 3 chords fall on the and of 1, the 3, and the end of 4. So if we're counting it, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's our first bar. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You want to get that in your head. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Second bar, we've got 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. So let's try and put those 2 together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's our pattern. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So the last 2 are only a beat apart, but they're both on off beats. Now, if you were my student, I would tell you to go away and clap that out numerous times, many, many, many times, until that just feels so natural. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Just feels nice and easy. Then you start putting the chords back in. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. But listen, it sounds just as cool wherever you play it, as long as you all end up on the 1 somewhere.